these advertisement and ads like that up there.
Right.
And then they have something called Dr. J's. A lot of stores you might not hear about in other cities and states. But I used to do advertising for that. So as a child, I grew up doing modeling. And then when we moved to the South, I stopped. And then as I got older, when I reached in my 20s, I said, start back since boyfriend submitted, and I went to the agency and they liked my look. And it just, ever since then.
So what's some tips for a young lady that wanted to get into modeling right now? Like, what are some tips?
Don't be gullible. As a black woman in a modeling industry that doesn't have an agency behind her, you have people that would like to take advantage of you. Everything takes money. It takes money to make money, so you have to have money. I say if you can have some type of savings or backup plan, or if you even can have someone invest in you, that would be awesome. But if not, don't be gullible. Don't just follow any guy with a camera. Any guy can have a camera.
Right.
And there's a lot of guys out here that are actually not photographers. They just found a camera, and that's a way to talk to a pretty girl and be in her presence. So please don't be that girl that's shooting behind this tree right here, just naked. Don't be that woman. Don't be that girl. Know your stuff. Do your research. Just like any other job, any other industry, do your research. It's not hard because everything is social media based these days.
Have you experienced any racism by modeling or discrimination?
I have, yes. When I was younger, in my early 20s, I had a photographer, and he would take a couple of girls from the South, and we would go down to Miami, to New York, to the biggest agencies. I mean, Wilhelmina, Ford models, real modeling, okay? And then we went in there. I'll never forget. It was me and a Caucasian young lady, beautiful girl, maybe 2 years younger than me. We went in, told us both, I like your looks, but me, being a black girl, we like your look, but you're not light enough. And I'm pretty fair-skinned and light, if you could see. I'm not that dark.
Absolutely.
So that was a smack in the face, and I was like, well, dark-skinned women, black women are beautiful, brown-skinned women are beautiful. What are you talking about? And then they told me I wasn't skinny enough. My chest was too big. I'm not that, okay?
Right.
So it was like, huh? And back then I was a lot younger, so I was a stick figure back then. It was heartbreaking. I had a photographer tell me, she's beautiful, I like her look, but she's too urban.
Wow, that's crazy.
I wasn't out there with Jordans on. I wasn't out there in a sweatsuit. I looked just like the other girls. So that was a shock and hit in the face too. And they would favor the other girls more. They would work. I would get flown to Vegas once every 3 months to model out there. Modeling, not no other stuff.
Right.
And I would notice the photographers would show favoritism to the Caucasian or the lighter skinned females. Or and there's nothing against surgery. If I could afford it, I would get it. The girls that are more curvaceous and had the surgeries too.
Voluptuous.
Exactly. Those girls kind of get more attention. And then, of course, being white. I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
So with all that going on with Instagram models, do you feel like Instagram models need an agent, or they can just continue to do it on their own with a photographer taking their pictures professionally?
Nowadays, you don't need an agent. Okay. But just do your research. Just like I said before, just don't be gullible. Right now, nowadays, there are women taking off with just themselves. They don't need an army. They have their team of friends that's been their makeup artists, hairstylists, things like that. But you really don't need an agency. I feel like it depends on the person. Some girls don't like to do the work. Now, if you're a girl that don't feel like doing the work and you just here to collect a check, then yes, go to an agency, find a manager or whatever you can do. But if you're that type that you want all the profit come to you, you know how to do hair, you know how to do your makeup, then definitely don't do it yourself. Get all the profit yourself.
And I see a lot of Instagram models with like 15K followers, and you have a large following. So what is some tips for somebody who want a large following like you yourself?
Again, this is media, social. Everything is about perception, So my thing is keep a constant flow. You want to post at least once or twice a day. Be active with your followers. It's okay to conversate. It's okay to have healthy debates. Let me say this again. Having healthy debates, okay? It's okay to do that. It's okay to interact. It's okay to post. You don't have to answer every man's DM, of course. No, don't do that. But interact with your followers. Go live sometimes. Let them see the real you. It's okay to wake up out the bed and look and be the real you. That's okay. We want to see that. If we're a fan, we want to see all of you. So be open, be okay with it. I mean, don't tell people your location every 2 minutes, stalkers.
Yeah, we got plenty of those out here.
Yeah, you got those. But definitely still be active. If you have an event going on, let the people know, hey, I have this event, I want y'all to come. Just interact. That's all, and stay positive.
That's dope. Do the followers, that I see a lot of people with 20K followers, do that equal money, or they're just a perception that they lead on?
Actually, it's crazy because a lot of people think, especially Instagram, oh yeah, Instagram models, they don't make money. They do make money. You get money from sponsorships. Okay, so the more of a following and fan base you have, people want you, they grasp to you. So if they grasp to you, there's something about you that you're selling, which is yourself as a model, to these people. So now you get bigger companies looking at you like, she has this following. My company, hey, we'll endorse her, give her free stuff if she can go ahead and get other followers to buy. And then you become a brand ambassador that way. So now you've made not only a check for yourself, you're also making a bigger name for yourself. Because now when other people that go on their website that are not following you, who's this pretty young woman or young man? Who's in his ad? Who's this advertisement? I like her. I like her body. Or I like his smile. I like his muscles. I like. So I think that's very helpful, and you definitely can make money off of it.
That's dope. Yeah, because I see a lot of people doing it. I seen you also was in 5 magazine. How was that?
Yes, I enjoyed it. I've been in a couple of magazines. Thankfully, I've been blessed. Nowadays, the magazines is not as popping as it used to be.
I don't think magazines popping at all anymore.
Not at all, actually. But I've actually been in a couple of magazines. I've been in Black Hair magazine. Oh my God. For those that know about stunners and all those type, I've been in those too.
Right.
Very versatile. I've done both the fashion industry, the hair industry, and the swimsuit, lingerie, urban industry as well too. So.
Do you also want to use this like to lead open doors for like acting or rapping? Do you rap or act?
It's crazy. The music and rapping thing now. When I was growing up younger, especially being from New York, moving to the South, I was like the only girl into rap and music and hardcore with the guys. Yeah. But now that I've gotten older, I don't do it anymore. So it's not a lane I'm trying to go into. I'm a lupus advocate, first and foremost.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I preach, speak, breathe about lupus. That's the lane I'm going in. I want to go more professional with that lane, become a motivator speaker, maybe, talk to young people. I'm also a survivor of doing chemotherapy for 4 years. I've done.
So you want to host like seminars?
Exactly. I want to do the whole thing, motivational, speeches, like the whole nine. That's the lane I'm going into. There's a lot of people in this world that have these diseases. We don't know. Out the blue, all of a sudden, they're just more upfront nowadays. Everyone has a disease and a problem.
Right.
And I just feel like definitely somebody needs to be the face. Someone needs to be heard and saying, hey, we need to stand up. Let's start eating correctly. Let's start being self-conscious. You ain't got to eat this piece of pork every 2 seconds.
You are what you eat, right?
Exactly. So that's my lane I'm trying to go in. I love modeling. I will forever be a model. But lupus is something close to my heart. I have lupus. I've been a survivor now going on 9 years. And it's just something really close to me.
Okay. What do you use for medical treatment for lupus?
Right now, honestly, I live in a state when it's not illegal, but I smoke marijuana.
Okay.
I smoke it so much and have been using it for so helpful. When I first went to the doctor, they told me if I didn't smoke the way I smoke, I probably would have been hospitalized and my organs wouldn't function the way they would. And they had me doing medical marijuana trials down in Charleston, South Carolina, just to see the effects of a lupus patient and what they can do to help us.
And what do lupus patients experience on a day-to-day basis?
Well, first, let me say, because some may not know what lupus is. So lupus is an autoimmune disease that attacks your body. Your immune system is made to fight colds. common cold, anything, bacteria, anything that comes in your body. But with lupus, my immune system is basically overactive. And with it being overactive, so when I get a cold, yes, it fights the cold goes away. But lupus thinks the cold is still in me when I'm better. And if your blood count and your white cells have nothing to fight, it's going to start to fight your organs and your insides.
Right.
So imagine having a house and get wired, right? From an electrician. But you cut your faucet water on and the lights go on.
Right.
That's how my body is. It's just all haywired. And it's up to you, not just the doctors, up to you to go in and figure out what regimen works best for you. It's all about eating. It's all about positivity, your mind, your thought process.
The
first
energy.
And foremost.
Yeah.
Just going out there, being positive, eating correctly, exercising, do your part. And that's just not lupus, that's cancer, that's anything. Diabetes, sickle cell, that's the whole nine, especially in the black community. For some reason in the black community, we have a lot more diseases than other communities.
Yeah, that's what the numbers show so far.
That's what the numbers statistically say.
Yes.
But, why not go out there and do your own research? I'm down to one medication. At one point in my life, I was taking 24 different medications on top of chemotherapy.
Wow, congratulations. You overcame over that.
Yes.
That's a lot of medication to remember every day.
No more chemo.
That's a blessing.
I took myself off of chemo.
Damn, that's
Not
good.
the doctor. I stopped it myself. You know what I take? Organic olive leaf extract. That's helped me tremendously. I take turmeric pills in the morning. I have turmeric cumin pills that I take those. I also have, what else? Iron, vitamin C. If anyone follows Dr. Sebi or any other doctor, healing doctor.
The great Dr. Sebi.
Exactly. You'll notice in a lot of his, take your iron every day, take your vitamins.
Drinking water.
Drink your alkaline water, your sea moss gel. I have some in my refrigerator as we speak. Elderberry syrup, I take that with my chest. I am a smoker. It's COVID-19. I don't want to cough and they like, So I take my elderberry syrup, when my chest starts hurting, if I get that nasty cough. But everything natural. I don't do none of that stuff no more. I don't eat pork no more. I don't eat beef no more. Only oxtails every once in a blue moon.
Okay.
But vegetables, when I go vegetable shopping and fruit shopping, the cashiers look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, why do you have so many vegetables? I'm like, this is the cure, sweetie. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think a lot in the black community with health issues. I think it comes back to systemic, like we're not taking care of ourselves, eating food properly. So,
but that goes back in history from slave days. Back in the day when we were slaves, they would feast. The master and his people would feast, and they would throw us scraps. That's where chillings came from. That's where all that stuff, because they would take the good part of the pig and eat it themselves, and they would throw us, the slaves, y'all take the scraps. But what we learned to do, us black people, we come together and we make it all right.
I'd say black folks are probably the most creative folks ever. Like we just come up with some of the craziest inventions and rumors. So.
Yo, I love our black people. If it wasn't for us, a lot of stuff wouldn't be invented. We won't go into detail and depth about it, but a lot of things that you use every day on a daily basis was invented by a black man or a black woman. And you wouldn't even know that. History, they rewrite history in the books. They don't tell us the truth. All I can say is do your research, whether it's about lupus, diseases, modeling, black history, white history, your history. Do your research. Know yourself.
That's dope. Do you have a lot of guys in your DMs though? Because I see you post a lot.
Millions of guys. I get the craziest messages. I get freaky, perverted guys. I get guys that are gentlemen. I get guys that offer money. All types of stuff.
Do you ever have a strange booking for somebody?
Not recent. When I was younger, I've had strange.
What was the strangest
happen.
booking you experienced?
Oh God, a guy booked me. He lied and said he was this big time. Like I said, magazines was big back then. I've been doing this for 8 or 9 years.
Right.
He lied and said that he was this big time editor, chief of a magazine out in Atlanta, Georgia. And my gullible ass at that time, I had to be like 21. So anxious to get out there. I went all the way down there, got there, come to find out the whole thing was a lie.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't this big time editor chief, like he said. He didn't own no magazine, so he straight up flexed and had me come down there looking stupid and perpetrated.
Wow.
But that's when I say, don't be gullible. After that, I learned my lesson. I made sure I did my research, got my references. Is this a real person? Do they have a real business? I made sure everything was legit after that.
Do you have a lot of females in your DMs as well?
Yes, actually I do, believe it or not. But the females are more positive. When the females contact me, it's more so on the lupus thing. It's not about modeling.
So they ask for like advice?
Exactly. I've had a lot of people say, hey, I've heard your story. I've seen you speak at certain occasions. I follow you, your lupus journey, and you give me strength. They, I'm a single mom as well too. So they're like being a single parent, being sick, taking care of your family, trying to model, trying to do things. It's definitely a story to tell.
That's dope. That's dope right there, because I feel like, man, you can really like lead like a seminar with that, and really bless people with your testimony right there on that.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Like I said, I've tried. I'm an advocate first and foremost, mother second, modeling is third. That's the last of this.
That's dope. Are you currently in a relationship?
I got friends. You know how that goes. I think we live in a world now that nobody's really committed unless they sat down and said, hey, I'm with you, you with me, put this ring on. We live in a world now where it's just so easy to cheat. We got these WhatsApp apps and, oh my God, I had a friend, and he was married too.
Right.
And he went in his phone and showed, I didn't even notice, and y'all probably know it, I didn't notice. They have apps like a calculator app. You put in your code, and then it's a whole album of pictures and text messages.
Oh, yeah, like one of those fake apps. Wow.
And I was like, yo. So I was like, I'm not that old, like I'm so, but you know how old people don't know shit. I'm not that old. But certain things I just don't dibble and dabble in. And I don't cheat, so why would I need secretive apps and things like that? So when he showed me that, I was like, wow. So when it comes to relationship nowadays, I'm not saying that I won't be in one. I'm not saying that God won't bless me with my king. I'm not saying nothing like that. But right now, I think focusing on myself. I have a 16-year-old, believe it or not. He plays golf. That occupies all my time. I am his caddy. And then having a 16-year-old while modeling, you got to be careful because kids are cruel. I don't need no coming at my son telling me I saw your mama on Instagram in the drawers. No.
Right. Okay. So you just cognizant of that.
Yeah, exactly. So right now my focus is on my health, my son. Like I said, if love comes about, I'm open for it. But right now it's my son and my health. I feel like with modeling, you can be a advertisement model to the age 86 years old. And when I say advertisement, I mean when you pick up the Walmart advertisements and you see the girls and all that stuff, and that pays good money. Okay.
Really?
Yes. So I don't think the modeling, unless I get into like a crazy accident or something crazy, that'll always be there. Something I can go back to.
Really? So, what kind of guys are you into though?
I have a weird selection. Now that I'm older, I like older guys. I've always liked the older guys. I don't know why. I feel like older guys are more of a...
How older? Like 5 years older, 10 plus years
I'll
older?
go up to 10, 15 years older.
Wow, that's a significant age.